head weight positioned correctly, understanding a few figures and everything else. Very often, for whatever reason, I get asked about arms from my students before their footwork. I understand that the look itself matters, but the look cannot be achieved if the foundation is not there. It's crucial that we understand how to move through space before we add our wings. I will begin with a very basic steps, such as literally just basic in my Rumba, and I will go quick, quick, slow, and then one more time going forward with a quick, quick, slow. Now my feet are turned out, I'm brushing my feet, I'm clear with what I'm trying to dance. Great. Adding that, I can add one arm or I can add both arms. Possibilities unlimited. I can have soft opening. I can choose to dance only one arm. I can choose to touch the side of my body. I can choose to change my arms, and it works the very same way. When it comes to coordination, to me coordination needs to be prioritized than the word styling, if you wish. Because coordination typically means that our arms are contributing to the good of our overall movement. They're not just styling it to make it pretty, because making it pretty but pulling us off balance would not make much sense. General rule that I like to follow, although I teach ladies arm styling as a male dancer, I dance a little different. General rule that I like to follow is when I have a side action, my arm or arms move typically sideways. When I have forward and backwards, I don't really like the side action because sometimes that could pull me off balance. And if I do so side action with my arms, I would like to keep it a little more diagonal forward or backwards, just like the feet are positioned. And another thing that I'm a fan of is basically a general elevation to change the height of the figure that I'm trying to project. Clearly, when I open the arm up, that gives me an elongation of the line itself. So it just basically creates a slightly different visual effect. The wrist and the fingers are the very last thing that basically develop through the arm movement itself. I see no problem with the wrist and fingers being flat, being open, having the egg or holding of the pencil type of style, rotating them left, right. I don't have preference, I just don't. It's difficult for me to stress enough. It's a little more up to the individual dancing it. In fact, throughout my teaching career, I don't remember myself being extremely specific with, you know, your arm should do this or should do that, this. I would typically guide my students, but I would still want them to look a little different than what Alex would be. So that's that. Now, if I'm dancing the basic rumba, going to a fan position, going to a hockey stick, and I'm going to do both arms at the same time first. I'll start with the right foot going backwards. Left foot will go back. Walk, walk. And opening. Another thing that we can try is we can try just one arm. I'm going to do the left arm. And I'm dancing in front of the camera. Hopefully that gives a good enough idea. Maybe even touching the skirt or the pants. And then opening. One. I'm going to do it with the right arm. And I'll do it this way. Slightly different angle. When I'm working with a one arm, I'm typically trying to create awareness of general connection between my partner and I. When I'm working with both arms, sometimes it may feel almost challenging to a different degree because there are basically two separate weights of my body pulling me different directions. There's no right or wrong way of doing it, and that video itself is not necessarily a complete foundation of basic elbow moves first. No, it's not the goal. The goal is to open the horizon of here's what potentially could be done with the arms, and basically I probably barely scratched the surface of what arms could be.